Hello there, beautiful people. How y'all doing? I'm checking back in to provide you with some distraction, to provide you with some enjoyment based on Schadenfreude. Well, actually, to be honest, the enjoyment is all mine, and I'm the one experiencing the Schadenfreude. But I want to share it with y'all. So this is Mark DiStefano. First of all, to get to the obvious out of the way, a quick summary of how I feel about Mark DiStefano.
Snot-nosed, English, giant, twerp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole!
Now, this guy used to be a journalist at Buzzfeed. I realize journalist at Buzzfeed, that's an oxymoron, but bear with me. The dude used to be a political correspondent at Buzzfeed, and his job essentially involved going to online businesses, social media platforms, crowdsourcing websites, you name it. So for instance, they would go to a crowdsourcing website like DonorBox and say, hey, you have person X on your website, and this person, apart from being someone I disagree with, also happens to be a Nazi, a racist, a xenophobe, a homophobe, blah blah blah, you all know the buzzwords. And then the online platform would either have to drop the person from their platform or face a public scandal. This guy did this to Tommy Robinson, among many others. Now, the worst thing this lowlife did, in my opinion, goes back a few years. Remember Count Dankula? The United Kingdom, being on a jihad against civil liberties, went on a full-blown rampage against Dankula when his video mocking Nazis blew up online. The man was not being able to get a job because of the legal situation, he was not being able to get work as a comedian, and he was also not being able to get back to his regular job. I think he was working security before that time. He couldn't get a job, no one would hire him because of the legal issue. His legal fees were piling up, and thank God people all over the world came to his aid. But personally, he did not have any form of financial stability. And his YouTube channel at the time, I think it had like 200,000 or 250,000 subscribers, was one of the few ways he was having some money come in. And at this point, this absolute beta male by the name of Mark DiStefano got to YouTube and demonetized his channel, Count Dankula's channel, I mean. Now that the backstory is done, time to get into my Schadenfreude. Mark eventually left the intellectual diarrhea known as Buzzfeed and gotten himself a good job at the Financial Times. That's a real big boy publication. And most recently he was suspended. Reasons for his suspension was that he was hacking onto a Zoom call for a rival outlet. And, you know, the usual scammy tactics that you would expect from someone who used to work at BuzzFeed. Now, the lack of intelligence on this guy. This person hacked the rival company's Zoom call, and he used his personal phone and his company email, not his personal email, his company email. Now, this loser was suspended, and I am hoping, yes, you heard me right, I am hoping his career gets... Now, full disclosure, he will most likely be fine and will be back harassing people working for another left-leaning publication very soon. I know this as most BuzzFeed writers are generally from very wealthy families, and they generally land on their feet because it's hard not to when your daddy has all the money and all the contacts. Also, far-left publications like Media Matters and a few others like that, they really don't care how shady a person is. If you can throw dirt at people, if you can blackmail companies to get people on the right knocked off, he will definitely get a job, and he has quite a few impressive resumes regarding that. So this person will be fine. I am just deriving some enjoyment from his temporary pain. Anywho, press those buttons that people on these videos usually press. It will help me stay in touch with y'all better. Take care until next time. And Mark DiStefano, if you are listening to this,